Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88 and we're back. Let's play a criminal case on Facebook, Pacific Bay, Rhine Canyon, case number 43. Let's head on to Dead Space. Nice. Ace, I'm not sure what to think of Colonel Spengler's story about this train crash and the escaped alien. What's there to understand? Spengler's clearly lost his mind. Too much top secret work isn't good for your mental health. I'm tempted to agree, but Ace is right. The only way to prove Spengler is delusional is by investigating this nonsense. Spengler left us a message saying we should look for answers at Pacific Area Space Agency's launch pad. So that's where we're going next. Tomorrow is a big day for PASA, Examiner 1. The first manned expedition to Mars will be launched. Every precaution is justified. Ooh, a manned expedition to Mars? How exciting. Must be the biggest thing that ever happened in Rhine Canyon. So I want my best cop to visit the launch pad and make sure it's all in order. Ground control to Marshal Ace. Prepare for liftoff. Cool. Dead Space. I like it. So I'd like to make a little announcement for those of you guys who don't know. I actually ended up getting a new job. So we are headed out to Arizona in 2 or 3 weeks. So we're super excited about that, but because of that, we're going to be packing and doing some crazy stuff. I still plan on getting videos up, but they may not be as frequently as I'd like. Not even sure if I'm going to have internet for maybe a week. I do know that we have plans to get a house, which is pretty cool. And I will be updating you guys as that goes along. So, thank you guys for all of your support. It's been really helpful. But I'm really looking forward to the new job and starting in a new area. Alright, Tom Nielsen. Let's see. So we got Crow, satellite dish, victim's body. He's got a hole in his body that looks eerily like normal, if that makes any sense. Like, it looks like a really clean cut. I don't know what this toy spaceship is. There it is. Code. Oh my goodness, Ace, that man has a hole in his chest big enough to see through it. Never seen anything even like it. Well, he's dead without a doubt. Good point, Ace. The victim's wearing a spacesuit, so he must be an astronaut. Oh, wait a minute. I recognize him. It's Tom Nelson, the astronaut who was meant to go to Mars. Girly Gossips interviewed him last week about the mission. He was so excited. An astronaut dropping dead one day before a space mission? And look how he died. Ace, we're dealing with another murder. That paper has the victim's name on it. It appears to be a schedule. Better make the rest of it legible. You found a tiny spaceship. Is that screen asking for a password? Well, go on and hack it, Ace. Dude, I don't even know what the weapon would be. That's kind of the cool thing. I can't wait to see what weapon was used. But anyways, guys, see you guys in a little bit when I grab some stars. Then Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pitching Ace 88, we're back. Let's examine this schedule. PASA. Take on NASA. Ace, you revealed the new details on the victim's schedule. It says Rhine Canyon Training Facility. So PASA trained their astronauts in the desert. And if Tom Nelson went to this training facility, we should go too. Sounds reasonable. Let's examine this mini spaceship. Now this thing looks sick. What a cool place to hide something special. That's gotta be a U. Nope. There we go. It's gotta be... There we go. No. No. Not the best. Oh, it's a USB stick. Nice. Ace, good job cracking the password on that miniature spaceship, which turned out to be a USB key. You're right, this USB key was next to the victim. What was it doing on the crime scene? Well, let's ship it to Hannah. She'll probably know. 3 hours? 9 hours. Alright, well, let's go find out our 3-hour one. Because we know the 3 hours coming. Notebook. Plastic barrel. Dragonfly. Photo. Flag and helmet. Interesting. That's probably not good. This is your last ride. Are we still on planet Earth, Ace? It sure looks like Mars. Now I understand why PASA trains our astronauts here. Oh, but you found the victim's spacesuit helmet. It has a message written on the visor. This is your last ride, Nelson. I agree, that threat could have come from the killer, but what's that substance it's written in? We better collect a sample. I also picked up the cover of page of a PhD thesis. It says supervisor Tom Nelson. Can you make the rest of the writing pop visible? And that's a lovely photograph. 2 friends sitting by a fire. And you're right, one of them is our victim. But who's the other guy in the knitted hat? Alright, let's check the database, Ace. Alright. Well, this one I'm sure is going to be... That one I'm sure is going to be a suspect that we're going to end up finding. So, see if we can figure out maybe what this substance is. Interesting. Strange paste. Good work, Ace. You clicked to sample that strange substance the killer used to write on Tom Nelson's helmet. Let's send it to the lab. Oh, I bet you the paste is that food that they use when they go up to space. I bet you that's what it is. Alright, so let's grab some suspects. Ace, you revealed the rest of the writing on that PhD thesis. So Tom Nelson supervised a student called Brady Raybury. Let me get you more info. Hannah, could you look up a Brad Raybury phrase? Let's see. Brad's a postgraduate at Innovation Valley College. Studies astrophysics. He's an intern at PASA, doing research for his thesis. Hope this helps. Perfect. So Brad Raybury was writing his thesis under Nelson's supervision. Brad must have known the victim well. Let's find him. Oh, he looks like he has some paste on him, that's for sure. But he definitely looks like there could be a little something fishy going on there. Oh my goodness. Not the best, but whatever. This man sitting by the fire with the victim on this picture is a certain Randolph. According to the database, his last name is unknown. No address listed. It does say Randolph always wears winter clothes, even in summer. Well, how odd. I agree, let's find this Randolph and ask him how he knew the victim. He doesn't have a last name, how are we going to find him? Oh man, what a tragedy, Marshall. Ooh, I like the background. I can't remember where that's from, but that's Grimsboro in the University District. What a tragedy, Marshall Ace. Tom Nelson was the greatest scientist alive. Now the Examiner 1 will not go to Mars. I'll never win a Nobel Prize without him. This is the saddest day of my life. Even sadder than when my cat fell into the particle accelerator. He was never the same again. Our sympathies, Mr. Raybury, but could you still make a big contribution to science if you helped us find Tom Nelson's killer? Find a killer? Well, that's nothing. Marshall Ace, you should try finding a single quark in the quantum field. He dresses a little bit like Sheldon, Big Bang Theory. Tom was the smartest person on Earth. It's not like someone could catch him unawares. Whoever killed him must be an even bigger genius. Good luck competing with that kind of intelligence. Now, excuse me, my first chapter of my thesis is due tomorrow, and I'm light years behind. And not feeling him too much to be the murderer. Hello, I'm Randolph. Randolph loves talking to people. Well, hello, Randolph. This is Marshal Ace. We're investigating the death of Tom Nelson, an astronaut. It appears you knew him. Well, Tom was my best friend. He was training here in the desert, preparing his big trip to Mars. We talked a lot. The desert is lonely, and Randolph is homesick and cold, especially without my friend. Randolph will miss Tom. You're not from around here, Randolph. You must come from a very hot place if you're cold in the desert. Well, alright, I'll tell you a secret. I'm an alien from planet Crep 9. I crash landed on Earth 40 years ago, and I've been here ever since. Oh dear, not another alien-obsessed lunatic. Well, thank you, Randolph. We'll be in touch if we need anything else. Ace, Rhine Canyon seems to be filled with crazy people who think they are aliens. Looks like we have another one on our hands. This could be Men in Black, man. It very well could be. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna grab some stars. See you guys all back in a little bit. This is Pitching Against 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pitching Against 88, we're back. Let's finish some of this stuff off. Hey, so that's in every conceivable way to take a person's life, but this astronaut's death almost defies science. See, this enormous hole in the victim's chest, his heart, lungs, ribcage are all gone, but the surrounding tissue is intact. There's no blood or bruising. So whoever did this completely cauterized the wound. Seriously, when you find the murder weapon, Ace, let me know. I guarantee you it's not an ordinary weapon. If the victim was a PSA astronaut, perhaps his enemies were not ordinary criminals either. Well, there's one thing about your killer that's perfectly ordinary. They're right-handed. How'd you figure that out, Roxy? The victim was found propped up against a car. The car wasn't damaged, which means the body was moved there post-mortem. Where he'd been moved, the victim was leaning slightly to the right. This shows that the killer's right side is stronger than the left, which in turn means they're right-handed. It's pretty good, actually. Whoa, knowing you, Ace, this small detail will be a giant step forward in the investigation. I'll write it down now. The killer is right-handed. Whew. It's not me. It's not me. Whew. Not the murderer this time. It's always a relief. Hello, Ace. I've identified the substance you collect from the victim's helmet. It's mashed pepperoni pizza with extra protein and vitamin B preserved at high temperature to keep for 80 years and compressed into a tube. Ugh, who'd want an 80-year-old pizza from a tube? Well, mainly astronauts. It's a very common space food. Not very tasty, but nutritious, and as you can see, easy to write with. I ordered a pack of space food online just to cross-check my initial results. I must say, I prefer traditional pizza. Alright, so we know our killer eats space food. That's the strangest evidence I've ever taken down, Ace, but fear not. It's in my notebook now. Alright. Speed this up as well. Hello, Ace. I'm embarrassed to admit that this USB key you found on the crime scene was a real headache. Really? Don't you just plug into a computer? It's not rocket scientist. Well, when it belongs to an astronaut, it is rocket science. The files on the USB deleted themselves as soon as I plugged it in. These guys at PASA take their data protection seriously. Oh, great. So you have no idea what was on the USB? Well, luckily I found a bug in the script that encrypts the owner's name and discovered the USB belongs to a certain Megan Steele. I looked her up. She's a lead scientist at PASA. Megan Steele was in charge of the Examiner 1 program, the Mars mission your victim was a part of. She was Nelson's supervisor. Well, I agree, Ace. Time for more rocket science. Let's ask him to steal what her USB key was doing on the crime scene. Oh, yeah. Booyah. Oh, she looks pissed. Miss Steele, Marshal Ace found your USB key next to the dead PASA astronaut. We suspect the murder could be linked to the mission you had. The Examiner 1 is a top-secret research program. The public only know that it's the first manned mission to Mars, and I'm not authorized to tell you more. Everything in Rhine Canyon seems to be top secret. What about Tom Nelson? What do you think wanted to harm him? Or who do you think wanted to harm him? Tom Nelson was a brilliant scientist, a great loss for PASA. I'm sorry, I don't remember much else about him. I mean, it's classified. I guess you don't remember how your USB key ended up on the crime scene either. Well, Tom borrowed it from my desk. Or did I give it to him? I'm not sure. Forgive me, Ace. My hands are tied. And between you and me, sometimes after a particularly trying day, I feel like my brain just gets wiped. I can hardly remember my own name. Thank you, Miss Steele. I hope the other scientists at PASA aren't as scatterbrained as you. Or you might accidentally send your mission to the wrong place. Ace, this case is going nowhere at the speed of light. Tom Nelson, an astronaut, was killed the day before going to Mars. There's a big hole in his chest, and Ross thinks his injuries were caused by a weapon no one has ever seen before. Yeah, I know. PASA is reluctant to reveal anything about the Mars mission. The chief scientist, Megan Steele, is either forgetful or pretending to be. And the PhD student, Brad Radberry, is sad that his mentor died, but his head was too high up in the stratosphere to be useful for the investigation. And Randolph is a bit simple. Apparently he thinks he's from another planet. Marshal Ace, I'm glad you're here. Oh, great, Spengler. Colonel Spengler, perfect timing. You've led us to this investigation, and we'd really like to know why. Marshal Ace, you must never tell anyone I was here. My superior will have my head if he finds out. Listen, deep in the desert, the Army has a secret war room. Only the highest-ranking officers have access. The current password is Starlight, but it will change in 2 hours. You must go there now. I can't say any more, but hurry. You'll need to see for yourself. What? Spengler's helping us out? That's crazy. I never would have thought that. Anyways, guys, stay tuned so we can go on to Chapter 2. This is Pitching Games 88. Over and out.